Why fake confidence controls people. Have you ever noticed something strange? Sometimes the smartest person in the room stays ignored, while the loudest person gets attention, respect, opportunities, even power. A person can, no less, have less experience, even be completely wrong. But if they speak with confidence, people follow them anyway. Why? Because human beings are deeply influenced by certainty. Most people do not carefully analyze every situation. They read emotions, energy, body language, tone, presence, and when someone appears confident, the brain often assumes, this person must know something I don't. That is how fake confidence controls people. Not through intelligence, not through truth, but through perception. And once you understand this psychological trick, you start seeing it everywhere. In business, relationships, politics, social media, workplaces, even everyday conversations. The dangerous part. Fake confidence often defeats quiet intelligence. Let's see the story of two men. Imagine two men applying for the same job. The first man is highly skilled. He studied hard. He actually understands the work. But during the interview, he speaks softly, doubts himself, over-explains, apologizes too much, avoids eye contact. Now the second man enters. He knows less. He is less qualified, but he walks confidently, speaks clearly, smiles calmly, answers quickly, never looks nervous. Who gets trusted more first? Usually the second man. Not because he is better, because confidence creates an illusion of competence. Psychologists call this the confidence heuristic. The brain uses confidence as a shortcut to judgeability. In simple words, people often believe confident people before intelligent people. And this affects almost every area of life. Why humans follow confidence? Humans evolved in dangerous environments. Thousands of years ago, hesitation could mean death in uncertain situations. Tribes naturally followed people who appeared certain and decisive. Even today, the human brain still reacts similarly when someone appears calm, certain, fearless, emotionally stable. Our brain unconsciously feels safer around them. Confidence signals leadership, competence, certainty, control, even if it is fake. That is why charismatic scammers attract followers. Arrogant people sometimes rise faster. Loud people dominate conversations. Social media influencers gain trust quickly. Confidence creates emotional influence, and emotions often overpower logic. The dangerous power of appearance. Most people believe they judge logically, but in reality, humans judge quickly. Within seconds, people unconsciously analyze posture, voice, eye contact, facial expression, energy, hesitation. This is why first impressions are powerful. A person who looks sure automatically gains psychological advantage, even in schools, workplaces, and online. Think about social media. Some creators speak confidently about topics they barely understand, but because they speak fast, use strong words, sound certain, avoid hesitation, people assume they're experts. Meanwhile, real experts often sound careful because they understand complexity. This creates a strange reality. The more someone understands, the more cautious they may speak. The less someone understands, the more certain they may sound. Psychologists call this part of the effect known as overconfidence bias, where people with low ability sometimes overestimate themselves. Confidence versus fake confidence. Real confidence is quiet. Fake confidence is performance. Real confidence does not need constant attention, stays calm under pressure, accepts mistakes, listens carefully, speaks with clarity. Fake confidence dominates conversations, pretends to know everything, fears looking weak, avoids admitting mistakes, constantly seeks validation. One comes from competence, the other comes from insecurity, hidden behind performance. Ironically, fake confidence often looks stronger at first because it is louder. Why fake confidence works so well? 1. Most people fear uncertainty. Humans hate uncertainty. When someone speaks with absolute certainty, people feel psychological relief, even if the person is wrong. For example, trust me, I know exactly what to do. This is the only answer. Everybody else is confused. These statements reduce uncertainty, and the brain loves certainty. 2. Confidence is contagious. Emotions spread between people. A nervous person can make a whole room uncomfortable. A confident person can make people feel secure. This emotional transfer is powerful. That is why strong speakers influence crowds. People often absorb emotional energy without realizing it. 3. Society rewards appearance. Modern society often rewards presentation before substance. People judge, followers before wisdom, style before depth, speaking skills before truth, confidence before competence. This is why branding matters. Sometimes the appearance of success becomes more influential than actual success. Realize signs of fake confidence. 1. They never admit ignorance. A fake confident person hates saying, I don't know. I was wrong. Teach me. Why? Because their image matters more than truth. Real confidence is comfortable learning. Fake confidence fears exposure. 2. They interrupt constantly. Interrupting creates dominance. Some people interrupt not because they are smarter, but because they fear losing control of attention. It is often insecurity disguised as authority. 3. They speak with extreme certainty. Be careful of people who always speak in absolutes. Always, never, everyone, nobody. Reality is complex. Wise people usually recognize nuance. Fake confidence oversimplifies everything. 4. They need constant validation. Watch for people who constantly show off, brag, seek attention, remind others of achievements. Often this behavior hides internal insecurity. Real confidence does not constantly announce itself. 5. They cannot handle criticism. The moment fake confidence gets challenged, anger appears, defensiveness increases, insults begin, emotional reactions explode because the confidence was fragile from the beginning. Why quiet people are often underestimated. Society often misunderstands quiet people. A calm person may appear weak, even when they are highly intelligent. Meanwhile, loudness gets mistaken for strength. But silence can also signal emotional control, observation, discipline, intelligence. Some of the most dangerous and capable people in history were calm, not loud. True power rarely needs to scream. The social media illusion. Social media amplifies fake confidence massively. Online, people can pretend to be experts, fakey lifestyles, fakey success, fakey happiness, fakey authority, and confidence makes the illusion believable. A person speaking confidently in front of a camera instantly appears more trustworthy to many viewers, even without proof. That is why fake gurus gain followers, scammers build audiences, manipulative influencers grow quickly. Confidence creates perceived authority. The dark side of fake confidence. Fake confidence becomes dangerous when combined with manipulation. History shows many examples of leaders who sounded certain, appeared strong, spoke powerfully, but caused destruction because people followed confidence instead of truth. Humans are emotionally vulnerable to certainty, especially during fear, confusion, or crisis. That is why critical thinking matters. Never confuse loudness with wisdom, certainty with intelligence, charisma with honesty. How to protect yourself. 1. Watch actions, not energy. Anybody can sound confident. Few people consistently produce results. Always observe. Consistency, behavior, integrity, long-term outcomes. Confidence without results is performance. 2. Learn to stay calm around dominant person. Some people control others simply through pressure and intensity. Do not confuse emotional pressure with authority. Calm observation protects you from manipulation. 3. Respect competence more than charisma. Charisma attracts attention. Competence creates real value. The world often celebrates charisma first, but competence survives longer. 4. Build real confidence. Real confidence is built slowly through experience, discipline, failure, learning, repetition. It does not need acting. It becomes natural. Fake confidence controls people because humans respond emotionally before logically. Most people are influenced by certainty, appearance, tone, emotional presence. That is why confident people often rise quickly, even when they are wrong. But fake confidence has a weakness. Eventually, reality exposes performance. Because confidence may attract attention, but only competence sustains respect. So learn this carefully. Do not be hypnotized by loudness. Do not automatically trust certainty. Do not assume confidence equals wisdom. And at the same time, do not hide your own voice because of fear. Sometimes intelligent people lose opportunities simply because they appear unsure. The goal is not fake confidence. The goal is quiet, real confidence. Calm, self-aware, competent, emotionally controlled, honest, because the strongest people usually do not need to convince everyone they are strong. If this video changed the way you think about confidence, subscribe for more psychology and life truths.